Well, hello everybody. It's Wednesday, and what do we have to do today? Nothing but farming. What could be any better than that? Welcome to Bonehead Inc. I'm Bonehead, and I'd like to thank you guys for coming in and checking out my stream today. We stream every Monday through Friday, 11 to about 2. Go about 2.5 to 3 hours every day. I do appreciate everybody coming in, and I'm going to turn this other volume down here for a second here. So, without that being said, today I have a lot of things to go over. We're on day 8 on Elm Creek is the map that we are doing this starter stream on. We are well on our way to being able to wrap up on Friday. Tomorrow the stream will probably be at a different time, so make sure that you check in on that. I don't know if it's going to be early in the morning or if it'll be later that evening. I got a couple things I gotta get done tomorrow during the stream time. Make sure you guys have your beverages, and without further ado, let's get this show started. So I'm gonna switch her over here to this screen here. Should have the game coming up here in a second. I hope. There it is. Okay, so what you're gonna notice is when you guys left yesterday, it was around noon, 1 o'clock in game. So I had to finish up some contracts. Well, I decided, I got this equipment and these fields ain't that big. So I went ahead and ran our cultivators all the way to 8 o'clock at night. So you're going to see that our money is a little higher than what I was thinking. I got an extra 10 grand. I was saying we'd be about 260, but now we're at 270. So let's jump into the game here. I'll leave this up until it gets done loading. Hope everybody's doing good today. Got my coffee, got my beanie on, got my Farmer Cop sweatshirt on, so I'm ready to do some farming today. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm all excited. Got a couple streams in. Got to watch my buddy Big E for a little while last night. Got to watch Clutch's stream, and I got to watch Tactical, and then Big E was on Tactical server, so I watched that for a while last night. I got some farming done. I did see that we had a new map drop today. So here we are in March. And everybody knows in the farming industry what March means. March means start planting. So we'll probably have a field to plant today. We'll probably have some grass to mow. I don't know about this one. It says it's ready to harvest, but I don't see the little yellow tips on it. So what we're going to start off doing for the first thing today is we're going to do our morning chores, which our truck is parked over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to check out the greenhouses. See how much we got out. We got a pallet at each greenhouse, which is good. We got one pallet over here at the honey. at the beehives. So we'll go ahead and pick that up and move that out of the way. We will go over, don't need a chainsaw, no chainsaw. We'll go and grab a little deer. Let's go into our menu here real quick, and let's look at our chickens. Our chickens have gone down into the yellow, so we'll go ahead and dump some feed off for them. It says we have 728 pieces of eggs, so that's a big jump up from yesterday. And now I am going to go ahead and switch it over to the bigger screen so you can get a bigger view of it. So there we go. We are up and rolling, and everything looks pretty good so far. We'll go over here and grab a little deer, like I said. If you're new to the stream, this is kind of a starter series. We started off on Elm Creek on a new farmer mode. We have gone through and done some changes in here and there. And what I'm trying to do is show you guys how to make money in your first year of farming on FS22. And kind of give you the basics and show you little things here and there and stuff like that. So if you haven't catched any of the other videos, I recommend that you do that, because that kind of gives you an idea of what we got going on right now. But we kind of go over it every day, so if you're new to the stream, I appreciate it. And if you're in here, go ahead and throw something in chat so I know you're here, and I'll give you a shout out. So we're going to go ahead and feed these chickens. Get them some feed going, maybe, if it'll. Oh, there it goes. Let's add a little lag spike there. So now we got our chickens all topped off. We'll disconnect little deer. Since we are at about 8 months and we've been using our equipment quite a bit, I will look at each one of our tractors and see if any of them need to be repaired. Little deer looks like it's doing good. We might have to get some fuel for it, but we'll see. Okay, so this field hasn't grown much since yesterday, and you'll have that in the winter time. So it kind of slows, the grass kind of slows down in the winter months. You know, that's just what happens in real life too. So we'll got some wheat going here, and doesn't look like it needs anything done to it. So now the field that we're going to work today, and we don't have no silage bales to sell today, so we will probably go ahead and mow field 1 and 2, or the grass field up front, so we can get some silage bales so we have some money coming in tomorrow. Because the way it's looking is we're not going to have very much money, and this is, I could wait till tomorrow probably. We'll see here. Says it's ready to harvest, but on your grass field you want to make sure that you see a little yellow tint to the tops of it, and it's usually the seed. It's came to seed is what that's representing. And I think this one here is 3 days, right at 3 days. No, 2 days. It's right at 2 days. That's since the last time we mowed it. So if we need to, and it doesn't look like we're going to get any money from anywhere else, we will go ahead and mow that today. I'm going to try not to mow it, just because I don't want to mow it premature. We're going to move, oh, we don't have to move the bale trailer out of the way. We'll go grab big deer, and we're going to go ahead and plant that first field. Get that done and out of the way, and so we can get some maybe other work done today. Don't have a lot other than planting that field. It looks we can possibly mow, but like I said, I'd like to hold off a day. Maybe we can get it. So we'll get them big deer here, and we'll go grab our planter, and we'll head over to field 52, and we'll go ahead and plant it. Now we got it plowed and limed yesterday, so today we can do some planting on it and get it planted, which it ain't going to take the whole entire stream. I'm going to bump up to 5. So it shouldn't take us the whole entire day to do this one little field here. And we might speed time up some so we can maybe get an extra day in today, or extra month going into April. We'll head down to this field and get her. It looks like we got plenty of seed and plenty of fertilizer in our planter, so we should be good to go. You know, I said this yesterday, but you guys might want to make sure that you get you like a little notepad or something, write down how much seed that each one of your fields have taken, or how much during planting time, how much seed you use, how much fertilizer you use. That way at the end of the year when you start cashing in all your stuff and start selling it off, because most of the stuff, sell points come out at January is when you can start getting the best prices for some of your crops. So I always call it the end of the year sale. And make sure you get that all done up. You can get it written down. That way when you sell off all your stuff and you go to buy some more stuff, you can get it all at once, and then you should have enough to do your fields throughout the year, so everything else that's coming in, all the money that's coming in is, you know, all profit. You already got all your expenses out of the way. I'm having a hard time lining this up today for some reason. I mean, I guess I'm just so excited about streaming and being on here with you guys for a couple hours. We'll go ahead and drop her down, and we'll go to this. Oh yeah. What can we plant? What was we gonna plant here? Oats. That's right. We're gonna plant oats. Might want to switch that over. I need to shut off the planter, and we'll switch over to oats. Which we got wheat going in the one. Why ain't you going in there? Gotta have it up still. No, it's down. Oh, I gotta turn it on. That's right. Thought I had it turned on. Now it should work. Let's see. Yep, there it is. We have the little field of wheat for feed for the chickens. Is it going to be enough? I'm not 100% sure on that. But we're going to go ahead and plant some oats here because that's what we can plant right now. If you can, if you're doing a gameplay and you're following along with me, just look and see what you want to go. That little wheat field over there should be enough wheat to get the chickens through a year. So, you know, and we should have a little bit left over. We have close to 2,000 liters of wheat right now, so we should have enough wheat for the chickens. So this will be a cash crop that we're just going to put in. We'll get money off the straw, and we'll get money off of wheat, and we should be able to harvest this right at the end of the first year, which that's what we're kind of shooting for right now. And like I said, I'm probably not going to delete this map. We're going to go and do a new venture next week. I got something that's really awesome. I can't wait to. I've been playing around with it at night while I watch streams. I really think that you guys are going to enjoy it. It's kind of a different thing that you can do with Farm Sim. And we're going to do it on the new Michigan map, I think is what it is. Michigan map. So, got it. I'm getting everything all set up right now on that map and getting her up and rolling and going. I will have another video coming out today, not a stream, a video, a map tour. We had a new map drop today in the Mod Hub. So I'm going to do a tour on that after I get done streaming here. I've got it started already. I just got to finish it up. And I'm going to kind of get a list together of mods that everybody uses normally, and put it together for the new guys. And we'll go over, maybe do an episode on each one of the mods on how to use it, and a good little starter series, I think. And then we're going to go into designing Boneheadville. That how-to series will probably start up somewhere, I don't know, and next week sometime, probably towards the end of the week. Gonna get with Big E, and we're gonna try putting together a joint stream together, or gameplay together. So looking forward to that. We gotta get a hold of him later on today. So just kind of keep it, if you guys are subscribed, make sure you hit that little bell so you'll know when some of the stuff comes out. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe. And if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button, please. It helps keep the internet on. So we got our headland done, so now we'll just do our ups and downs and use the street to turn around in, because I don't have traffic turned on, so I don't have to worry about getting hit. Back up, square it off a little bit. So well, looks like we got 3 people watching so far today. That's good. How you guys doing? Feel free to leave a comment in chat. Let me know you're here. I'll give you a shout out. I like talking to people. I'm a talker. I only got 4 people now. Alright. I haven't seen my favorite fan in here yet, so hope everybody's doing good today. Wednesday. I'm just starting this stream. Got some farming to do. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video too, or stream, I did go in and get some extra. I think I plowed another 4 or 5 fields, or chisel plowed another 4 or 5 fields last night. So, excuse me. That being said, that gave us around $12,000 extra. So that's a big bonus. Now this planter that I'm using right now, it does seeding and fertilizing, and it's a direct drill. So technically you don't have to plow up the field, but it said I needed to, so I went ahead and plowed the field up. Well, look who it is. It's Maria. How you doing? Well, that's cool. Thanks for coming in, Maria. How you doing, John? I haven't seen you in a while. Looks like we got a spammer in here. Feeding pigs, huh? That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, just keep watching these videos. You'll learn more and more about this game. It's a fun game. I like it a lot. But like I was saying about this planter, is you don't have to fertilize after you get done with this. It automatically puts it in. So that's another thing to kind of look at when you're picking out new equipment. Get your seeders and your planters. If you can get your planters and seeders with the fertilizer, it makes it 10 times easier to do. That way you only have to come back and fertilize after the first growth stage. So that's what I like to do. And I'll be honest with you, on a lot of my gameplays, I don't do a lot of the seeder. I use a mod called, it's a Great Plains planter. It does everything I like to do, but it doesn't fertilize. But this planter, the seeder I got right here, right now, and we can take a look at it after I get done. I think we looked at it before in an earlier stream. It does your fertilizing and seeding, and it's a good little seeder. You know, it does these little small fields, and it does medium-sized fields pretty well. What class you start next week? Oh, hello, honey. How you doing? In case you guys didn't know, Miss Nicole Cameron there, that's Mrs. Bonehead. That's my loving wife. Coming in to support me today. I appreciate that, honey. Yeah, I knew that. I was just saying that. There, Mike. I got your voicemail, but I was on a phone call with a couple people. I'm trying to start up some new ventures. So, I was going to give you a holler after I got done with the stream. I'll tell you what, I got a good family. They all come out to support me all the time. That's pretty cool. So, we almost got this one going. You know, it could be a pretty boring day here, but I'm going to make it kind of interesting. And we'll probably get to see what type of contract work we got. There's probably going to be a lot of sowing contracts, so. Well, that's cool. You going to be able to get through that math class? Or are you going to need Cutter's help? I didn't know you could write it. Right. Huh. Well, that's cool. Hope you do good on them. Hey, sis, are you still coming over tonight? Well, it says I have 4 people watching, but I don't have any likes yet. So if you guys could feel free, slap that like button, please. Or if you want to wait till the end of the stream, that's fine too. I'm just giving you. I felt like I've never been able to have the opportunity to say that, so I'm pretty happy I got to say that right now. Oh. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, not tonight, tomorrow? Okay. I will let the missus know. She probably already knows. She's sitting in the other room. That is how you do it the Bonehead way. Oh, I tell you what, coffee's going down good today. Should have grabbed a sandwich before I started streaming. I just ate a bowl of oatmeal. Just ate a bowl of oatmeal like an hour ago. Yeah, I would hate to see you put that truck in the ditch, Mike. That wouldn't be a good thing. Well, I would like to say thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. Uh-oh, I got a burrito in the kitchen. No, Maria, you can't have my burrito. And we almost got this one all wrapped up. Kind of sad that this is the only field we got today, but hey, that's the way it goes. I guess we could spend some more money and get another field. Yeah, that wouldn't be good on a 2-month-old truck there, Mike. Who you driving? You still driving for Tri-Oak? Well, trust me, Maria, I will have my burrito. Might be a little cold, but I'll have it. That's a good burrito. I don't know if you've ever ate at Sanders' truck yet, but she makes some darn good burritos, and she makes some good street tacos too. I had one that one time. That was pretty good. You like working for them guys? It wasn't too bad to me. Just at the end was kind of rough. Oh, hit the wrong button. I do that a lot. So we'll go ahead and shut down our planter, or seeder, fold it up, and we're gonna go put it away. And that'll probably be the only field that we plant unless we get a contract one. Because I don't think I'm going to spend any money on some more fields. I might wait to do that till year 2. I haven't done a landscaping mode one. So you'd have to maybe search through YouTube and look at somebody else's. Just type in the search engine landscaping. Or if you wanted to, we can hook up sometime and I can show you how. But I'm not for sure how to do it on console. I don't do a lot of console play. I do all PC. So, but I could try helping you out as best as I can. Do you have Discord? Which version did you get? Did you get 19 or 22? We'll go ahead and put Big Deer away here. Is there even a mailbox up out there? Alright, love face. I'm getting tired of seeing your stupid little things popping up in there. Might have to get somebody to moderate that. Are you liking it so far? I got my brother-in-law playing. He's playing FS19 now, so you know, the good thing about 22 is I could start up a server game and we could play cross-play on 22. Even though if you're on an Xbox and I'm on a PC, we can get together and do some farming together and chit-chat with each other. Okay. Yeah, I don't do too much on console play, just so you know. This series here, though, that I'm doing here on this map, everything that I've downloaded and I'm using it, you can use too on Xbox. Yeah, I wish I could say I'm only a few hours into this game. I think I'm sitting, well, FS19, I've got over 800 and some odd hours on it. And this game's only been out since November, I think, is when it came out. And I'm sitting at, I bet I'm hitting the 400 mark right now on this. I got 2 maps that have over 150 apiece on them, so might be a little bit more than that. I used to play World of Warcraft, and then I started playing. I got tired of some stuff, so I jumped over onto this. Well, I watched a bunch of it. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I watched a guy on YouTube that was, his name's Harv, and he does Harv's World, and I watched a couple of his videos, and I was real interested into it, and then a guy by the name of Farmer Cop started doing streams right about the same time I just started to play. So I've been playing on Farm Sim for probably a year and a half now. So what we're gonna do now, we are gonna come through here, make sure we don't have any more honey. And we got one little box there, so we never did check how full our pallet of eggs was today. Let's go check that out real quick. Make sure it ain't full. Well, we're getting full, so that's a good thing. We will now, let's see, we got all our morning chores done. We got our field planted. Let's go over and make sure that we don't have to do anything else to that field. Day and night. Oh, look at there. Deer, 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 deer. Run, deers. Run, run, run. Kind of a little bit of fun. So, after you get your field worked and everything else, you can come up and do your field info, which will pop up in your lower right hand side of your screen. But you'll see right now we got a yield bonus of 73% and fertilized 50%. So that yield bonus will probably go up after I roll it here, because I need to roll that, because it says, if you look down there, it says needs rolling. So we're not quite done with this field, and that's why you should go back and check your fields out and everything else. It'll give you all the information that you need. You can also go back to your map if you want to and go through the different stages, and it'll help you out. Well, that kind of sucks. I can understand why she wouldn't want. Yeah, I'll be on somewhere on YouTube. I don't think I got. Well, now, yeah, I thought we were gonna be having supper tonight here at the house, but I don't think we are now. So I'll probably be on the game. So we'll go grab the roller and we'll get some rolling done. Here, maybe we'll come over here and scare this guy. Got a chainsaw. He's kind of scary looking anyway. What's your problem, dude? Yeah, okay. You gotta love how the random people get spawned in this. There's another deer. We'll chase him. Get away from my bees. Get away from the bees. No greenhouse. There you go. You go back to the creek. So we'll go grab big deer, and we'll grab our roller, which looks like our wagon is in the way, which we'll go ahead and put that away for now. Come on, big deer. You're getting a lot of work today. Little deer just kind of sitting there crying. Little deer gets some work tomorrow. So we'll go ahead and grab the hay wagon here. go ahead and put it behind the shed where she goes. Now, just so any new players in here, just so you know, it is kind of good to have sheds to put your equipment in. The main equipment you want to get put away would be like your harvesters, your planters, and that stuff like that. Your wagons and your wagons and chisel plows and stuff like that. Don't necessarily have to get them put away, but the weather will do some damage to them a little bit. Not a lot to cause a significant amount of difference in the game, but they will do some damage to them. As you see, I try getting most of my stuff in garage and sheds and stuff. This wagon, it hasn't rained yet, so I don't have to really worry about my seed going bad that's in there. If it looks like it's going to rain, I'll just go ahead and dump it back into the bins. So we'll grab our Diablo roller here. We'll go and roll 52. And I'll probably put the grass roller in here too today. Starting to get March, April, we'll start getting some rain. And also, leaving your stuff outside, the paint weathers away, so that lowers the value. So if you ever want to do a resale on it, that's why you want to keep it in a shed. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee here real quick. So if you can and you can afford it, get you a couple of cheap sheds. And just to kind of show you some cheap sheds, go into your construction area here and click on sheds. If you come over, these are base game, they're not mods or anything else like that, but these easy sheds, these right here work real well, and that's what I got put here on the farm. They're $10,000 a piece. So $10,000 to get all your starter equipment put away and out of the weather and everything else. Plus it makes your farm look a little neater if you have some storage areas. You can also use those buildings for hay and all that other stuff. The next one over there, the $24,000 one, it's a big one. You can put semi-trailers and trucks in there. This one here is just an open one. You can put, I use that a lot on some of my farms to put combines in, leave them hooked up to the header trailers. The John Deere that I'm using, well, big deer here. Let's see if I can get zoomed in on him. It's a 4755. It comes, this John Deere and big deer and little deer, they both come when you start a gameplay in new farmer mode on Elm Creek. I'm pretty sure these two tractors are like your base ones. I had a Massey, but I wasn't using it, so I went ahead and sold it off. So, but I tell you what, for two little starter tractors, big deer and little deer, these two little tractors here, they do pretty good. They're medium tractors, so. But for everything that you got to do when you're first starting off, they're phenomenal with that. And they're not like a normal deer, you don't have to every month repair them. Ain't like a case. I don't know. I think I found another tractor I like now. I've been playing around with the JCB tractor, and that I'm starting to kind of like that one a little bit, but I'm still liking my case. So, just kind of wish that we can get some more varieties of case. Maybe like some of the older international stuff would be nice. Maybe get some of the 560s, maybe even the 1060s series. I don't know if they have that out yet or not. They had it out in FS19. And Michael, just so you know, some of the mods that I do use, and not on so much on this gameplay, but on some of my other gameplays and my instructional videos, since I am on PC, I can download scripted mods, and that's the big difference between playing on PC and console. Is the scripted mods, like your GPS and all that stuff, is all scripted. So there's conflicts with Sony and Microsoft when it comes to doing the scripted stuff. So most of my gameplay will be universal. I'll let you guys know if I'm using a lot of mods that are for PC and PC only, which the next series that we're going to start up is I'm going to have to use some of my mods to make it work. But most of the time I try sticking with stuff that you can get out of the mod hub, the in-game mod hub. So we'll get this bad boy rolled out. The only thing that I have found that I really don't like about this John Deere well, at first when the FS22 came out, the Anthems and all your semis, they wouldn't get traction. So it kind of sucked. I don't use the Anthems. I like the Peterbilt. I downloaded a Peterbilt from Expendables modding, and I use that a lot. A lot of people use it. But unfortunately, I don't think it's available for console. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. I do have an old military old military semi, old 6x6. I like using it too. But for the most part, like my grain hauling and stuff like that, I have 2 trailers that I like to use, and I just hook them up to a tractor. I get that little JCB tractor that I was just talking about. It goes up to 40 mile an hour, so that's pretty fast. Yep, pretty much. I am real impressed with how this game is, how close it is to real farming. You know, there is some things that, you know, in real life that you do a little differently than what you would do on this game. But, you know, the realistic and the pretty much the fundamentals of it is pretty realistic, and that's what I like about it. I guess that's why it's called a farm simulator game, but you know, I like it. It doesn't cost me a lot of money to play it, and it gives me something to do in the winter months when I'm not mowing. Huh. Yeah, that might work if you can get into one of the mod hub sites on it. I don't, like I said, I don't know a lot about the Xboxes and PlayStations. I don't think I've played on a PlayStation since Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Actually, my little sister, she has my PlayStation, and me and my boy, we play on PC. I keep getting all these calls about jobs. Evidently. Put my name on one little website to check out a job, and now I'm getting blown up. I probably won't ever do. You know, I like the Xbox a lot, but I got my Microsoft account got hacked, and hacked bad, and so now Microsoft's being jerks, because if you have a PC, Microsoft's already, this game called Minecraft's already installed on your PC, and as soon as you put your name in underneath your Microsoft account or your Xbox account on your PC, it automatically enrolls you in these gameplays that you can play on PC. And they know this, I know this, but they threw such a big crap fit and told me they wasn't gonna send it back or give me back the money that was taken away out of my account. So I told them I probably wouldn't ever use their stuff again. Well, unfortunately, Microsoft owns Windows, and Windows is a big PC program. Unless I want to switch over to Mac, and that's not going to happen. But like, they got my whole Microsoft account where I can't get into my cloud right now locked, and my OneDrive that I can't get into my OneDrive. My Hotmail account, I can't even get into it because they have my whole account locked. So well, that's cool. Yeah, I can't believe the price of the console. You know, realistically, like my PC that I have, I've souped it up quite a bit, but when I first bought it, it was $800, and a lot of people are selling PlayStations and Xboxes for $750, $800, $900, $1,000. So my personal opinion on the console thing is, you know, if I'm going to spend $800, $900, I'll just get me a good starter PC that I can play this game on and go that route, and not have to worry about waiting and all this and all that. And so, but there is still a couple games on console that I like to play every once in a blue moon. I like playing Call of Duty every once in a while. I used to be a big Call of Duty player, and back in the day when Madden was Madden, I used to play in tournaments playing Madden. Play a lot of NASCAR, Tiger Woods golf, but I don't play any of them games anymore. And when Xbox first came out, like the first 5 years of it, I played a lot of Halo, but not anymore. Kind of steer away from getting too old for them games. I like the nice relaxing games like Farm Sim. I want to try out that trucking simulator game, or what's that other one? There's another one where you go through snow and mud and all that stuff. I like to try that out sometime. Snow Runner, that's the name of it. I played some Forza. I'm more of a Gran Turismo. I like Gran Turismo. Forza's awesome though. The graphics on it's great. I just never really got into much on that one. I remember I have a friend. We put in. Well, I'd go over to his house every Saturday night because I'd have to stay up because I was on third shift. But I would go over to his house and I'd put in, I don't know, probably right around 10 hours every Saturday night. We'd sit there, drink beer, and play Gran Turismo. We did a lot of Need for Speed too. I forgot about that game. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and Need for Speed 2. So car games was always a plus. There was a Destruction Derby one, I think, that we played too. Every once in a while. We didn't get into that one as much. And then one night we downloaded did they? I got it into Battlefield on PC, and then they came out with Battlefield for the consoles. Totally different. But then that's what started me with Call of Duty. And of course, in the background of all that, I think I've played World of Warcraft almost 10 years. My little sister got me started. Little sister and dad got me started in that. Okay, so now we got that field all rolled. Now that I'm done talking about video games. A little big deer right here. So we got pretty much all of our work done that around the farm that we're going to need to do for right now. We might get enough stuff to haul stuff off away, but the way it's been working out is every other day we have to haul stuff off. So I am going to go in and check on our contracts, see if there's anything that we can do for contracts and make a little extra cash with that. Oh yeah? Do you read any of his books, or you just all the games? So let's go in here to our menu. We'll go down here to our contract tab. I'm going to double check our chickens. Yep, they're all in green, so they're doing good. Our production should be good. Yeah, we ain't going to have to get any water today, so we will go and do, well, it looks like we got a bunch of cultivating contracts today. So let's see what contract will give us the biggest plot, or cultivator, which I'm going to guess this one right here will. Now that's fertilizer. Little one, little one, little one, little one, little one, little one. Really? And there's 3 sowing contracts, and I get any little equipment. Oh, there's a big one. So when we go to do the sow, if we do the sowing contract, we'll go grab this one. That's only going to be $404 for us, and we can do all 3 of them fields. The fertilizing, though, we already have that stuff, so we won't have to do that. We'll just have to buy fertilizer. Same thing with sowing. You got to keep that in mind when you are doing contracts. You have to buy all the stuff, such as if you're going to fertilize, you got to buy the fertilizer. If you're going to sow or plant, you got to buy the seeds and fertilizer for that contract. So keep that all in mind on your money. That's why a lot of people stay away from the fertilizing. But if you can get a big enough planter, you can do all that contract and the other ones all off of just one buy. So it might cost you $3,000 to get seed and fertilizer, but you're gonna make, right, just with them sowing contracts right there, over $10,000. So that brings me to where I want to talk to you guys right now about, and we've gone over the last 2 days on contract work. Contract work is a good way to bring in some cash. Some contracts are better than others, and that's what you got to look at. If you want to make a profit off of doing the contract work, you need to go in and you need to look at where you're going to make a profit off of. Cultivating is good if you can do like what we did yesterday. Get a big cultivator, which I'm not seeing any big ones in here, and that tractor there I really don't care for. You know, it looks like a lot of these contracts are only giving us 3-meter chisel plows. So something we might do is we might just go ahead and go in and rent a big chisel plow and use we'll use Big Deer to do it. But I like staying away from that a little bit if I can, because that puts wear and tear on our tractors, and that's going to cost us more money. And We shouldn't need our tractors for a lot more this year, but that's more money that we're going to have to spend. So what I like to do is say like today I'm going to go in and repair my stuff. So I'll hop out of my tractor and we'll go into our menu here. I think it's this one here. Yep, right there. So if you look, our John Deere 4755 is at 59%. This won't tell us how much it's going to cost to fix it. We'll just have to take it up to the store or a repair spot and look and see how much it's going to cost to fix it. And our John Deere 7810 is at 68%. Usually when my tractors and my equipment hit 50%, that's when I repair. That's just my rule of thumb for myself. I keep an eye on that to make sure. That way, and that's just my tractors and my implements. Now my planters and combines, they get repaired every time I use them. So like today we used the planter. We'll go back in and repair it right now just to keep from lowering our yield down. Because if you don't repair your tractors and your combines, your yield will get lowered down. Or not your tractors, but your planter and combine. So just so you know, or your harvester if you don't know what a combine is. So keep that in mind when you're running your farm and doing things on the farm. You want to keep this little tractor icon here in your menu. You want to keep a look at this. This over here just tells you what it's worth. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. This is how many hours you have on it, and this is how many months that it's been owned. So just so you kind of know, like this right here, we bought it used. So, and we're getting a pretty good use out. That's our spreader wagon, or fertilizer wagon as I like to call it. But like I said, rule of thumb with your maintenance stuff, you want to make sure that you keep your combine and your planters all good to go. So your tractors, you can let them go. I usually don't let my tractors get below 50%, like I said, or any of my equipment get below 50% because the repair cost is outrageous. I do have a mod installed on here right now that's a PC only mod that reduces my repair cost. I like that because I feel that it's nuts that if I take and go out and plow a field and go to repair my tractor, it'll cost me 12 grand. So with that mod, it cuts that down into a more realistic fee. Most of the times you take your tractor out, you might only have to put, might have to replace a belt. A belt doesn't cost $12,000 on a tractor. Oil changes don't cost $12,000 on a tractor. So the way I look at it, that mod there just kind of makes it more realistic. So that's why I use it. We'll go back out here. Like I said, keeping the upkeep and repairing your stuff is pretty important. But like you just knowing which ones you have to repair all the time and the ones you don't have to. Like I said, I keep my planters and my combines all up in the 100%. They don't ever get below 95% usually, unless I'm using them a lot in a field. But I do have a video on the mobile workshop. I'm not for sure if that's an all console mod or not, but that'll allow you to repair your tractors out in the field. Yep, pretty much living that deer life. Like I said, you pull a tractor out of the John Deere out of a garage, and you're gonna spend $10,000 just pulling it out of the garage. But so I want to look. We got a little extra cash, so what I might do is we're gonna see what's on sale today in the store. Which, if you're going into your store tab, you should have a button that takes you in there. On PC it's P. You got your tractors and everything else. Right here is your sales. So this is everything that's on sale right now. So you got a harvester, slurry tank, header, telehandler. Be nice to have a cultivator. And no cultivators today. So let's go see what the cultivator is going to cost us to lease it. So let's see here. Cultivator. And the ones that they're trying to give us is a 5-meter cultivator, which that'll take forever to use. I wish they had one of these out there that I could. Well, let's see how much that'll cost us to lease today. Lease that $3,000 for the day. I think we can make that money back. We'll go ahead and lease that one out. And so what I'm going to do now, this is another thing that you can do with your contracts. We'll go into the contract menu, and we really liked that tractor yesterday. It's going to cost me $255 today to lease that. And I can do all these cultivating contracts with that tractor. Just to kind of show you, and once again, we'll go on the tractors. We'll go to that Deutz, which I think is a medium tractor. And we'll come over to it, and right there it is. So if we were to lease that through the store, that's $11,000. I can lease that tractor right now for $400, and that's all it's going to cost me for the day. So that's what we're going to do. We'll go in our contract tab, which we got it pulled up here. We got that. So I'm just going to do borrow the items. I'll leave the cultivator there and the weight because we won't need the weight. But I'm going to use that tractor to pull that cultivator to do all these contracts here. So what we'll do now is we'll tab down to the store. Oh, there it was. Right here we go. And since we leased the bigger cultivator today, which right now we're sitting at about $3,000 that we have spent, which ain't that big of a deal. But none of this equipment's going to cost us an arm and a leg. Because if I showed you guys yesterday, if you were to lease it from the store, it'd be outrageous in price. So we're just going to borrow this tractor, and we're going to pull our leased field cultivator around and do some field work or cultivating to make some extra cash for today. I don't think that we're going to put us at $300,000, but it might be pretty close. So let's see where we got to go here. Our first field is 75. I think I went the wrong direction. No, I'm going the right direction. No, yeah, no. Yeah, I went the wrong direction. That's all down here. Okay. See, I did these 4 fields last night, 71 through 74. So we'll get turned around here and we'll head over to that spot. And when you're ready to go up to the next level of cultivators, this one is a really good cultivator. I like using it a lot. It does real good. Whoop, missed my turn. See, I get to talking and I overdrive. So like I said, and that kind of wraps up all of the contract stuff that you the little things that you can do to make it work. I wanted to show you today that you can lease a piece of equipment if it wasn't there, and then go borrow a tractor, and not cost you near as much money as what it would be if you're going to lease everything out. And it seems like this little Deutz tractor is a pretty good tractor too. It does a good job. I'm going to take a shortcut. I got a tractor, I can do that stuff. So I think our first field's right here. Go ahead and pull our cultivator out. And you can pump some of these, like these cultivating contracts, out real quick. And that's what I like about it all. A lot of people don't like doing the cultivating contracts and stuff. What, the field cultivator? tractor is a Deutz. And the field caller is a K brand. There you go. There you can see it. You get flagged for some reason for saying that name in streams and videos. So everybody just calls it the K brand. I don't know why I'm doing headlands on this one. Ain't big enough to do headlands. I just don't want to turn around in this other guy's field, I guess. And I think we got a contract right here on 76 too. Yep, we do. So you can also do this. You can do 2 fields at once. And if they're in a line, you can do 3 fields at once. Which I think our other one is 77, which is at the start of, I think we're going to do all these little fields in this little thing here. But it'll let you know the field that you can't touch. Just so you know. You know, if you're wanting to make up some time on some things, this is a way to do it. And if they're all grouped together, this makes it a lot easier to do. And see, we got that field right in front of us to do too. And see, and doing the contract work isn't bad because most of the time, like this field here is withered and gone to waste because the farmer he planted potatoes and didn't want to harvest them. Is what I would guess. And I got a cornfield down there that didn't get harvested. So a lot of the stuff goes to waste. Some people do what they call field flipping, but they've kind of put a stop to that in FS22. And all field flipping is you go in and buy the field, harvest it, and then sell it back. And you get all the profit off of the crop. Yeah, you should be able to. This is just the normal camera view. The only other one I got is the first person where you're in the in cab. But you should be able to switch out to this tractor, this view, just by hitting your camera button. Yeah, I'm not sure what the camera button is, you know, the change your camera button on Xbox, but that's what all you have to do. Sometimes I do play in first person, but I don't like that mode at all. If I had a steering wheel, probably I might, but I like this mode. I like being able to see what I'm doing. I'm not good enough to get to act like I'm in a real tractor. But if you go like on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that, some of these guys, their setups, I mean, they have like 4 or 5 monitors set up so it looks like you're actually in a tractor and you're driving down a field or a combine or anything else like that. Oh, here I got a message. So, but it's kind of cool, and that's kind of why I scrolled out. I can move out from mine, so you just have to do your zoom. zoom in and out. I don't know what the zoom button is on there though. But like I was saying, some of these guys, it's like sitting in an actual tractor. But a lot of guys that do the farming now, they use this view here. And one of the guys I watch, I think his name is Driver 53, and on Wednesday nights he streams on PS4 or PS5. So he uses this view with it. So I'm pretty sure you can do it just by zooming out. You just have to probably go into your button thing, and it'll tell you your button layout. It'll tell you what your buttons are. Because like I said, I do have an Xbox controller that I could play with, but I've gotten so used to playing with my keyboard and mouse that I just like it. So I don't know what buttons are for the Xbox. Just like I told my brother-in-law Nick, I don't know what, without going and playing with the stuff, I don't know what the buttons are for PlayStation either. You know, maybe I should learn that stuff, but like I said, I don't even have a PlayStation in the house, and I think we're down to just one Xbox. The rest is all PC. You back yet, Mariah? I have to make a pit stop here in a little bit. Yeah, one of the things that got me interested in this game, I was just watching fishing videos on on YouTube, and this group called The Crew, I think's what it was. They did a grain harvest like they do out in Montana, Wyoming, and all them places, the grain belt harvest. And I just thought that was kind of cool. You know, there's nothing special about it. They had like 15 combines or 8 combines out going, and all the auger wagons and people running trucks back and forth, and it was kind of cool, I thought. So that's what kind of got me interested in the game a little bit. One thing I do wish that they did a little bit differently is I wish we could do the livestock stuff a little bit differently, where you get more interaction with the livestock. There for a while, you could go ride your horses and stuff like that. I don't know if you can do that still. I haven't done any horses yet. I'm mainly a chicken, sheep, and cow guy. I like getting my cows up and going, because they give you slurry and milk. Milk sells pretty good. Manure. Like I said, I have a map, a gameplay on No Man's Land that I'm self-sufficient. All my fertilizer I produce, all my seed I produce, all my lime I produce. All the stuff for my productions is all produced by me. So, but I did do last night on one of my gameplays. I decided to do, I don't know how big, it was huge. It took me 3 hours to do a potato harvest with a modded potato harvester. Just kind of let you know that it's the first time I've done potatoes in that much detail. I started a potato contract once, and yeah, we had like 4 hours into it, and I just gave up on that. was much fun. Don't like doing sugarcane either. Everybody was talking about, oh, do sugarcane. Oh, yeah, that sucked. And if you have somebody else playing with you, doing sugar beets is fun. I don't mind doing cotton, but cotton is just too expensive to get started with. I think it literally took me 6 years in game time to get enough money saved up to do stuff for cotton. You could lease it, but it's still expensive. But like, if you just go back and watch some of these all these videos on this is one of your starting maps on FS22. It kind of gives you an idea of everything that you can possibly do in FS22. And of course, if you have any questions or any stuff like that, you just get a hold of me. I know I'm kind of hard to get a hold of sometimes, but and while you're just sitting around not doing, if you're not doing anything or anything like that, just sitting around the house, go check out some YouTube videos. They'll show you like different things that you can do and stuff like that. If you want to know what mods are coming out for all platforms, DJ Goham's a good one to go watch. Driver 53, he does a lot of good informational videos on how to do things, and he's a console-based player. On a multiple player map, just kind of like it's like I called you up and you came over to my farm and we work together. That's how it kind of works. You can have up to a certain amount of people on one farm, and then you can have your own farm, I can have my own farm on a map, or we can work together on a map. Like, you can run the combine, I'll run the auger wagon, and if we have another person, they can run the grain or the crop back to the farm. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's kind of like playing on. I'm trying to think of something that. It's just a multiplayer servers is what they are. And in FS19, I couldn't play with console players, and console players couldn't play with PC players. Now they made it integrated where it's cross-platform. But the thing is you have to have the same mods that I have downloaded and the same map that we're playing on. So I'd have to shut down a lot of my mods, which I do. I have them all shut down on this one right now. And download, and then we have to download the same mods. If we're on the same farm, if you're on another farm and I'm on another farm, you can go and purchase stuff, but you still have to have the same mods. And usually, if you look down in the bottom, it'll tell you that on the mod hub, it'll have a category, show all mods or show crossplay mods. You want to click on the crossplay mods, and that'll show you every mod that you can download and play. Which I don't think on Xbox and PlayStation you have a difference there. I think it's all the same. You just go into the store, download your stuff, and go. I'm pretty sure. I've only done the crossplay once, or that, but yeah, you can pretty much just do a normal farm thing if you wanted to. You can, one guy, like say you're baling or mowing hay, one guy can mow hay, one guy can tether it, another guy can come in and rake it, and another guy can come in and bale it, and then have a guy come through and pick it up, just like working normally. You know, Clutch Simulations, he does a lot of videos of cross-play. You know, he has guys that he has come and play with him. I'm gonna try starting something up with one of the guys I made friends with on here, Big E. We're gonna try putting something together for the next couple days to me and him will cross play online. We'll stream it. There's another guy. His name's Tactical Farmer. Him and 4B Gaming, they get together and do a dual survival. So, but like I was saying, there's a lot of them out there that do the cross play or multiplayers. They just get together and play for like 4 or 5 hours a night. I forgot to put down the chisel plow here. So I think once we wrap these 3 fields up right here, I'll have made enough money back to pay for my leasing fees. So anything after that will be 100% profit. Pretty much. You know, what I like about it, the farm sim game, is you can go, and I've said this many times in all my streams, you can go in so many directions with this. It ain't just tied down to farming. You can go logging. Well, it is farming because, you know, some people consider logging a form of farming, but you can do logging, you can do construction work, you can do all sorts of things in farm sim. The main thing is farming. A lot of guys in the community, a lot of people get together and they do farm builds. They'll do a bunch of stuff. You know, they just now, a couple weeks ago, they came out with what is it, Terra Nova, or where you can actually go in and dig and do your, instead of using the sculpting tools that comes with the game, you can go in and terraforming. That's what I'm thinking of. You can go in and do your terraforming, where you can make your own roads. You can do all that stuff. So it's kind of interesting. Plus, it gives people an idea like the stuff farmers do, and then people like me. You know, I would love to own my own farm, but unfortunately, I wasn't dealt the hand to be able to do that. So this gives me a chance to do what I would like to be doing. You know, even, you know, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of players on Farm Sim. I think they were saying the other day that Farm Sim has sold more copies than most of the average games that are coming out right now. So not going, don't hold me to that, but that's what I thought I read the other day. I do know that when Farm Sim was released, and they released Battlefield out at the same time, Farm Sim smoked Battlefield. So Oh, and I do play another game right now too. I play Fortnite with my nephew every night. He calls me out, Uncle John, you want to play? I get a phone call from him about the same time every night. That's what a lot of people said. I never checked out Battlefield. Um, I played it a long time ago on PC, but I never played it. I think I might have downloaded one for PlayStation, and I really didn't care for it, so I went back to Call of Duty. I was gonna try playing Madden again, but there's just too much going on for me, so I'll stick to my farming game. I got the golf game downloaded too on my PC. I play every once in a while. And we're doing pretty good with time-wise today. And this field's finished. So what I'm going to do, I got 2 fields finished off. I'm going to go ahead and jump into our menu. Now, remember, you don't want to... I can't remember what field it was. I hope it wasn't this one. Yep, still got our tractor, so that's good. So we'll accept another one. I'm thinking it was this one here that the tractor was for. Now see, these fields here are going to be small ones, but that gives you a little extra money too. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? Okay, so I gotta wait to do that contract. So we'll pick this up, we'll go up and finish that first one. We won't you don't want to close out one of your fields because that'll do away with our tractor. I don't want to do that quite yet. We'll get all these fields cultivated, and I might show you how to do a sowing contract. Yeah, they did screw up the controls and that. Like I said, there's just way too much going on as far as trying to control it. So I didn't go back to it. I used to go down to WIU every Saturday and play in Madden tournaments down there at Union Hall. Yeah, they came so far on games nowadays that it's not even, I don't know, some games are difficult to play, and then you got some people that cheat a lot. That's why I quit playing Call of Duty, just because, you know, they download aimbots and stuff like that, and there's no fun in the game anymore. With this game here, I don't have to worry about that too much. Get that lined up there. Gonna have to take a pit stop here in a little bit. Midstream pit stop, I think. But if you go back through and you look at these videos that I've posted and these streams, this here, like I said, is just the basic to get started in your first year. You could use it and do whatever you want with it. It's just kind of a different way, and some of the things people do the same way that I do them, but it's just out there to help you out a little bit if you want to utilize it. Kind of show you the different things and stuff like that. Because I know when I started, it was kind of hard to do things, because I didn't know that you could do this and you couldn't do that, and so that's what I'm doing this for on this one. Next week, though, the series that we're going to start up is going to be a little different. We'll be doing farming, but it's going to be a different type, and I think it'll be more informational for everybody that's out there. So but a lot of it is just trying to make money and make your farm a lot bigger. And we've made this starter farm a little bigger this year so far. Like I said, tomorrow it'll probably be a 2-streamer, so that'll put us at 9 and 10, and then Friday it'll probably be a 2-day streamer. But tomorrow's stream will be either first thing in the morning or later in the afternoon. I'll let everybody know that, though. I should have a map tour video coming out this afternoon. So we're going to go take a look at that new map. I started looking at it. It looks pretty good so far. And my map reviews are if it's a PC only map review, I'll let everybody know that. Just so you know. This map right here is one of the starter maps, and it's a good one. It gives you different size fields and stuff like that. It gives you the ability to do stuff. When I started off, everybody was starting here on Elm Creek, so I went over to Hopeberry Elm and started my farm up there. And I did pretty good with it. And once you further yourself down the line, you can start getting into the productions and stuff like that. And so once you start getting into the production stuff, you'll start making some cash. You could utilize the production stuff now, like go and sell your certain things off and that, but you're not going to make near as much money off of it now as you would if you own like the grain mill where you make flour. Then you can sell your flour off, and then once you make enough money, you can buy the bakery and make bread. So So the production chains are good. A good little way to make some cash. We got this field almost wrapped up, and we'll go down and we'll do the next field. We might have all our cultivating contracts done today. And we're sitting at almost what we had when we started, so we're not doing too bad for money. Like it says, I don't have access to that. Yep, already knew that. We'll get that little piece, then we'll go down here and knock out this next field. Which if you look on your map there, anything that's flashing is what you have contracts on. So we'll come in here and we'll cultivate this field up. And the thing that you're going to notice when you're doing contracts, a lot of the times when you come in the next day, they're the fields that you say you cultivated today. Tomorrow you'll come in, you'll have to seed them. So which is a good thing for us right now is we are done with planning for this gameplay for the year, or for the year. So all the seed and fertilizer that we have up at the shop, at the farm, we should be able to use for contract work and make some money off of it and make our money back. So that's a plus. And I'll show you that when we're going to probably have some time to do some silent contracts today. Yeah, Mike, if there's anything you want me to show you on a stream or something like that, just let me know and I'll do my best to get something out to you, or a video or something. Lovely day on the phone. And no problem, I like helping everybody. I've been helping Nick out a little bit too, so. The hard thing with Nick is he's on FS19, so I have to go back in FS19 and look at things to remember. You know, FS22, I know I play it every day, so. But yeah, if you need anything. That Peterbilt mod is nice. I like it. A little loud, but that's fine with me. 82 Studios has one for, I don't know when it's going to come out though. It's the Phoenix, and that's a good semi too. It ain't going to be called, it won't be an 82 Studio one now, it'll be a Lizard one, but whenever the Phoenix comes out, will be a good mod. And then I think he's redoing one of the Mack Freightliners into one of his styles, so. But yeah, he does all his mods are cross-platform mods, so You can get them on console. I just don't think they're released yet. I won't take your tractors. You don't take my tractors. So we'll go ahead and don't remember which one that was. I know it wasn't that one. So we'll click off that one. We'll leave those two. Can't remember for sure which one it was. Well, let's do them one at a time here. Once we got 80 to do right here. Knock that one out real quick. Well, screw that one all up. Get that whipped around here. Yeah, I know Loud Pete's a good Pete. That's kind of slays me a little bit how they made that Pete so loud in the game. I mean, you can hear it over a tractor running. You have to turn it way. You have to turn the gameplay way down in order to hear that over that. But it's a good little semi. I can show it to you here real quick. I think I got it downloaded. Let's see. Maybe. I might not because I got all my mods shut off. There's cars. Trucks. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, I don't have it downloaded in here. So. Maybe here more closer to it. Well, next week, when my streams next week, I'll have one in that, so you can see it then. It's a pretty good little mod to have, I think. Robots sure are coming out pretty hard today. Bots. Supposed to have a thing that deletes those. That sounds like a lot of fun. How many vets do you have now? Two of them. I think I've seen that on Facebook. You still have your Camaro? Huh. That kind of sucks. The Corvette motors can't be cheap. And 2 Duramaxes. Gee, many Christmas. What happened to the Cummings? Your girlfriend drives a Charger, doesn't she? Well, you got cars, I got play toys. Oh dear. I own a boat and a camper and a truck, and my wife has a minivan. We live the American life. I'd like to get a Tahoe. That would be something besides my truck. I think this is going to wrap up all the cultivating contracts that we have out here. Like I said, I'll probably do the same thing with the leasing thing on a silent field. Let's see what how we got fertilizing contracts that we could do, and those make you a little bit of money, as you can see, because we already have a fertilizer spreader, but we don't have, I don't think we have a lot of fertilizer on hand. We can see though, and then we got a couple sounding contracts, but when I do it, I'll probably borrow those there for that planner right there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and cash in our cultivating contracts and see where we're at of money. So we made about $5,000 off of that, so that's pretty good. We'll go ahead, and as you see, I don't have a tractor anymore, so we'll go ahead and let the field cultivator go back to the store. That way we don't get charged anymore for that. Huh. Yeah, I just have a little pop-up camper. We haven't used it too much, and I got to do a little bit of repair to it. It was just a quick little find. So now we got that all. I'm gonna teleport myself back to the farm, and I am gonna take a quick little break here. I'm gonna jump. Have to go use the little boy's room. So I shall be right back here in about a couple seconds. Alright, we'll go back in here. I'm back now, so gonna build a shop. I got a little one on my property here. I rent it, but it does the job. So we finished up all the cultivating contracts. We're sitting at about $5,000 more than what we had this morning. We got about 4 pallets of lettuce. So we should have about 6 pallets of lettuce by tomorrow. So we won't sell off any of that stuff right now. It is about 2:30 in game time. We got our field planted. So I guess now, if we really wanted to, let's check out our fertilizer state, which we don't have no fertilizer there. Hop in Big Deer here. We'll go over and see what our fertilizer wagon, what it's sitting at right now. I think all the fertilizers in no, we limed last night. No, I can't remember. We'll see what the fertilizer wagon has in it. So we got fertilizer. We got about 2,000 liters of fertilizer in there. Let's see what these fields look like for the fertilizing contracts here. So field 11, which should be up here. This one here. That's a fairly decent size one. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we have enough to do that or not. So thinking here would be the best route to go on this. So we got a field 11 that we can fertilize, make some money off of it. We can also do 21 and 25. So 21 and 25 should be, there's 25 right there. So 21 up in here. They're kind of spaced out, but they're right in a triangle here, so we might be able to do that. So, alright, give me a second here. I gotta go grab something. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Had to go grab something real quick. I think what we'll do is I'll go ahead and purchase, accept these contracts here, and we'll knock them out. Okay, so there we go. Got those contracts all accepted, and we will go off. I added some more fertilizer to our wagon. Also, got it out. I forgot that we filled that when I bought that bin. I filled that bin up, so well, that's what I did. I wanted to check to make sure. We had 60,000 liters of fertilizer in that big bin that I totally spaced off and forgot that we put in there. So we'll run over here and do these fertilizing contracts, and then we'll see where we're at then. And as far as time wise, it's about 3 o'clock game time. We'll probably have about another 2 hours game time when we're almost creeping up onto the 2-hour limit streaming time. Don't want to go a full 3 hours today. I got a couple things I gotta get done, so we'll go up here and start on 11 and get it fertilized and see how long that takes us and see where we're at as far as time wise goes. Tomorrow we'll have to go and re-fertilize the field we planted today, and we should possibly have the opportunity to mow our front fields. So tomorrow we should have a little bit of work to do, and I don't know what the contracts are going to look like. So more than likely there will probably be a lot more sowing contracts out there, otherwise known as seeding. So we'll go. Whoop, almost drove it into the river. That would suck. Lose all that fertilizer. I really wish I would have known that the other day that I filled that bin up with fertilizer. Here's our field that we got to do right here, off to our right. See our tractor starting to get down there, so probably after today we might have to repair that. Doesn't look like it's too big of a field. I'll go ahead and turn that on. There, say. Pretty sure we have this one. Now fertilizing a field, I don't know if we've done it before. It's just like liming. You see the ground, how the ground changes color a little bit there. It'll get a little darker, so that's what you kind of want to base your line off of. I usually I go around the field, do like a headland with it, and then I'll do my ups and downs. Usually. These oddball shaped fields, that's what I do. The up and down fields, we might have a little trouble getting up this wagon. And she's getting there. Big Deer's got the power, hopefully. And if you noticed, since I had all the fertilizer on hand, and I had the equipment. There's no rental fees or nothing, so this is straight up 100% profit that we're getting off these fields right now. I don't know if these fertilizing contracts will put us up at the $300,000 mark, but it should put us close. And then we only have to come up with $200,000 in the next 4 months to hit my goal of 500 grand. Which I don't know if we'll be able to do that or not, but yeah, it'd be nice when harvest season comes around, we get some of them harvesting contracts in and knock them out. See, pretty much your first couple years is a lot of contract work, grass work, trees. Then after that, you'll start getting into building up your farm. You know, and you slowly build it up as you go. So, usually what I look at is every year that I play, I try at least buying 2 more fields, 2 fields a year, and I try making sure that I have more than enough money just in case I need to buy a new tractor or something like that. And I'll run my tractors into the ground. Once I start getting bigger fields and stuff like that, I'll start getting bigger tractors, and that's where a lot of money comes into play, because some of the tractors on here, like the bigger tractors, they'll cost you $300,000-$400,000. So, but what you got to remember is, if you're just doing it by yourself a lot, you only have to pay you only have to get yourself 2 tractors. I usually run my game plays with 3 tractors, because I have 2 field working tractors, and then I have a tractor with a loader on it. So we haven't had to do much loader work because I have the lumberjack mod turned on, so I just pick up. But usually I'll have a tractor with a loader with forks and a bucket, just in case. But we're getting pretty close to done with this field here. And I like finishing my fields off, even though you can leave the field once it says the contract is completed. But just kind of a gameplay thing, I like making sure I have it done. Fold that up, and I'm going to go ahead and clean that. So now we're going on to 21. So where's 21 at? 21's right there. We're up here. I could take the long route if I wanted to, or I could just turn around and go back down and hit 21. But then if I'm going by 25, I'll knock 25 out first. It's right down at the bottom of the hill. I even went as far as on my gameplays. I got me a semi with a flatbed trailer that would haul this around, so I wouldn't put a lot of hours and burn up a lot of fuel. But like I said, we're just starting off right now, so we can't afford to buy all that stuff. So, and some of my other gameplays, I do have a truck that has a spreader on the back of it, so it goes out and spreads my fertilizer and lime for me. We'll get these 3 fields done and we'll see what the time is. And that will probably, we'll be able to do our end of the stream review and see where we're at for money for today. Now, kind of the way I have our production set up is we should be able to sell off stuff every other month, so that'll give you an idea on that. What do you think about skid steer or telehandlers? Are awesome. there's a Massey Ferguson one that's in the store that I really like using a lot. Usually if I'm gonna get one of those things, I usually just go for a loader on a tractor, a little more universal. But I do like using telehandlers. The skid steers are alright for tight spots and stuff like that. But what I found with them is they like to tip over a lot with a lot of the pallets. So I kind of steer away from them. When I had a map that had 6 or 8 hog barns on it, I used a skid steer for doing all the work with the hogs. It worked pretty good. But as far as now, I just use pretty much a tractor with a loader on the front of it. Like Little Deer, he has the ability to have a loader put on it with a bucket and forks. I haven't found it yet, but I've seen it out there. They have a package that you can get a big bale handler, and that works real well for on the front of your boom on your loader tractors. They'll pick up anything. So, but I haven't found that yet, so I haven't really utilized it. I seen Farmer Cop the other day. He was running with it on there on one of his tractors. But, yeah, I just usually use a loader. Most of the time I use my lumberjack mod where I have super strength. So I just pick stuff up a lot easier and stack it. These fields up here are all oval shaped. That's kind of cool. It makes it easier to do. Now them line bags are pretty heavy. I don't know if does the forklift do it? I've never used any of the forklifts on the game. Yeah, when they first came out, they were having a lot of issues. Like the forklifts would take and go nuts, and whatever you had on your forks would get thrown across the map. So I've never really used the forklift yet. I think this guy planted over the top of his rocks. Tractor looking forklift. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done much with the forklifts. Like I said, I'm kind of a loader guy. I do have a gameplay on one of the maps, and I have a sugar beet farm, so I use that Massey Ferguson telehandler on it a lot. I'm thinking they came out for FS22. That might have been FS19. I got so many gameplays. This new map that came out today, it's got some huge fields on it, looks like. That might be a good multiplayer map. Look around here, go down and come back, and this field should be done. think I can get it with one swoop here. See, the only thing that sucks about big deer is it doesn't have real tight. Okay. Pretty easy to use then. That's cool. Might have to check it out then. Like I said though, I've never really done much with forklifts. Real life I have, but on here I haven't done too much. See, we've done 2 medium-sized fields and gone through 12% of our fertilizer that we have in here, so that's not too bad of a day. A little after 4 o'clock, we're hitting almost 2:30, 2 hours and 30 minutes of stream time. Got a pretty good, got quite a bit accomplished today. Wish we got a little bit more money, but contracts wasn't there like I thought they would be. If we would have done some of the silent contracts, we got a little bit more money, but we'd have to spend some money too. So it's hard to say what we got out of that. And the pot of coffee's almost gone. Give it a rest, guys. There we go. We got that one done. Shut down our fertilizer. And we gotta go do you can pull up next to your bags, and instead of using a loader tractor or forklift or something like that to put it in there, just pull up to it and there's a load button that you hit and it'll load them up. That's something that back in 19 you couldn't do. You had to have a mod to do that. It was called Load Now or something like that. So now we're going to go to our next field that we got to fertilize, which will be 21. So we'll run up to 21 and see what we got to do. I think 21 just right up the road here. So drive through some, I won't get up that, I bet. Oh, big deer got it. I'm surprised about that. I didn't think it'd make it up that on that heavy fertilizer wagon. I think we'll just go straight. Get us up there. Now, like I said too, in the winter months and early spring, mainly in the winter months and early spring, you can make a little bit extra cash off of contract work. Harvest time, you can make some good money off of harvesting, which we'll go back to that during harvest season, and I will show you a good way to make money off of harvesting contracts. So like in your first year, if you can hit the $500,000 mark in your first year, you should be able to buy 2 more fields. and that's where we'll be at. We can buy 2 more fields right now and be all right. But I'm going to hold off on buying 2 more fields until the end of the year. Then we'll buy the 2 fields. We'll work them. If we were to continue this gameplay, we would work them and then call it good. I'm going to take this road up there to the field, I think. This is like a little off the wall farm. Alright, can we get up there? Well, this is the field right here. Huh. Okay. Now this won't take much at all to fertilize this. These are the fields gotta like. You don't get paid as much for them, but you don't burn up a lot either. I think I might be able to get this. No, I won't be able to get it all in one swoop. Might be able to. I am. That's cool. See, another thing I wish they'd kind of do with fertilizing contracts is they supply you with the amount of fertilizer that you need for that job. That would be kind of nice. Then you could really make some decent money off fertilizing. But fertilizing contracts, you can make a good chunk of change. So that one's done. We got all 3 of our fertilizing contracts done up for today. Collect, collect. So now all that's left is planning. And we're about to the 2.5 hour mark, so I don't think we will do any planning today. But I just want to kind of go over the planning with you a little bit. A lot of people steer away from planting due to the fact that you have to buy the seed and the fertilizer for the fields. If you look at it, it's the same way with any other contract. If you look at it right now, you're going to spend $404 to rent or borrow this equipment. You'll get a tractor, a planter, and a weight, it says. But it doesn't have anything for seeds. So, and you don't have to use fertilizer on this one, so that's another plus. So if you come out of that menu and you go into your store, and right now, you go in here to your big bags. Seeds cost $900 for every 1,000 liters. It'll probably take, if you take and bought two of them seed bags, that'll give you $1,800. That's $1,800 for 2,000 liters of seed. That should take care of these seed contracts. So you already got $1,800 there. So we'll jump back over here to the contract menu. They're willing to pay us roughly $5,900, and we got $1,800 wrapped up into that. Plus that's $2,000 wrapped up into a little over $2,000. So you're only gonna make like a $2,000 profit off these 2 sowing contracts. That's something that you have to look into and look at, or you're not going to make any money off of the stuff. Now you can go away with our planner. No, we couldn't on this one. We couldn't go away. We'd have to borrow that planner or go lease the planner. So if you go lease a planner, if you're to do it on your own, and it has to be a planner because you're doing cotton, and that planner right there is 89.5, and if we was to lease, it'd be $5,000, almost $5,000 a day. So realistically, it ain't worth doing that contract. You can borrow it and you can make $2,000. So that's kind of one of the things you gotta evaluate to yourself. Is that really worth my time to do that? So that's why seeding contracts are a hit and miss. Now, if you have a seeder that does everything, like, I'm not sure if it's offered, I think it's a mod, let's look at planters here. Now, there's a planter that's in the mod hub. It's called the Great Plains. It looks kind of like this John Deere one sitting here. It's green, but it does. That's the one I utilize a lot. I use it for about everything that I do. Really like it a lot. But the thing with it is it doesn't do fertilizer. This one does. This one has the capabilities of doing fertilizer, but you only get in corn, sunflower, soybeans, radishes, and cotton with that. Now with that Great Plains one, you can download it from the mod hub and use it, and it'll do I think it's oats, wheat, barley, sunflowers, soybeans, sorghum. It does pretty much all your basic crops. So that there is something else to look into when you're first starting off too, to maybe save up enough money to get that planter. So to go back to the seeding contracts here, really right now there's not enough contracts for seeding to give us any extra cash. You know, we're gonna get right off these 2 contracts maybe $2,000 off that, and plus we'll burn up a lot of our seed that we have. And you think to yourself, I told you before, you know, write down on a notepad how much seed you go through and how much fertilizer you go through on each one of your fields, so that way the next year you'll know if you need to buy more. So that's a big help. If you don't have to buy any more seed, then you're up on it. Say like if you use 1,000 liters of seed and you have 4,000 liters in your seed barn, you know, that's 4 years worth of seed right there. So, but you're going to increase each year, yes. But with that being said, you know, if you hold off on doing these seeding contracts, it'll save seed for you later on, or if you buy more, you can do that too. But really, realistically, I would need at least 5 seeding contracts here in order to make any money off of it. So I'm going to pass today on doing the seeding contracts, and we're going to take the tractor and fertilizer wagon back home. And then by the time we get home, it'll be pretty much close to do our end of the stream wrap up. What signs are you talking about? Are you talking about the government subsidy signs? If you're talking about the money making signs that I used at the beginning of this stream, or at the beginning of the series, you have to go into your where you download mods at, and go over to gameplay, I think it is, and it'll be in there underneath government society signs. Or if you've already downloaded them, just go into your store menu, come down to your construction tab where you can construction at, and let's see here, farmhouse tools. I don't think it's under tools, production. Yeah, underneath production, and it'll be underneath generator, and right there they are. So that one of them does a large amount, the other one does a small amount. So I use them every once in a while. You know, like I said before, a lot of people consider that cheating. I don't really consider it cheating. So looks like we're gonna finish the day out with only being short by $12,000 from where I wanted to be at the end of this stream. But that'll be all right. And we wouldn't have got that money off them sound contracts anyway. Maybe tomorrow, when we come into play, we will have a little bit more money, or a little bit more contracts to do, because we probably won't have a lot to do other than the front fields to mow and bale them up. At least we're getting a nice little drive out of this today. Big Deer's getting some, looks like he's Big deer's gonna. Oh, I bet you it's because of the spreader wagon. I never repaired the spreader wagon when I bought it. Almost went off the road there. We'll take this back to the farm, put everything away. I don't understand why this thing, I thought this thing had a cover on it. I must not have put it on when I bought it. That's alright. Excuse me. Almost over this cold. Watch, I'll get over it and then we'll get another 2 foot of freaking snow. What's that on the road? Oh, somebody hit a cone. Must have been me because I'm the only one driving on these roads. We'll go ahead and put stuff away real quick. And we'll do our end of the stream review real quick. And we'll call it a day. Go ahead and back this in here. Don't make fun of my backing up skills. Whoop. Yeah, see? I'm not the best backer upper in the world. But that'll do. So we'll go put Big Deer away. We'll put the truck and trailer. I want to get that other roller in the garage. Oh shit, here. I'm thinking about it. Now, we could have started doing contracts a lot sooner. And getting more money earlier on in the series, but I wanted to kind of just step it. So when you start your series, you know, if you want to, you can take and turn your time down and only play at a certain time level, and it allows you to get all your work done in one day that you need to get done for that day. I recommend you doing that. That'll give you a little extra cash. But my gameplay here is just mainly for like a lot of informational stuff. So, like I said, I usually run a day, which will be a month. I run it at, my game clock usually is running at 5 on a normal, but when I'm doing a bunch of field work and stuff like that, I'll go ahead and say, oh, we got 2 things of honey. That's good. Maybe we'll get some more tomorrow, for tomorrow, when we come in. We'll go ahead and back this trailer in here. And we'll double check our, whoa, hey, what are you doing? Back that up right there for now. We'll jump out of the truck and move that pallet of honey. So, get that moved out of the way. So maybe we'll have 3 pallets of honey tomorrow to sell. Jump in the truck and go put it away. And then we'll advance into the next month. See what we got going on tomorrow. Yeah, you'll have to download them from your store mod when you first go into the game. And then they're in that location I just showed you. And kind of, you know, you can kind of play it however you want to play it with them, which is kind of nice. One sign does like an ungodly amount of money at a time. The other one kind of does a little more realistic, but it's still a lot. like I said, I usually put them down and then I'll only run them for about, I don't know, a couple hours in game time, and that'll give me enough money to finagle some stuff around, because and realistically, I don't think that the game gives you the proper amount of stuff and the right stuff. You know, they give you a 3-meter plow, but then you have a 400-acre field to do. So that gets kind of frustrating with me with the game. Alright, well, looks like we came to about the end of the day here today. So let's jump over here in our menu. Go to our money tab. We only made $17,000 today. That's not nothing to be upset with. We want to be making about $50,000 a day. And if you look at what we've kind of averaged since December, you know, we got an extra 30 there, an extra 17 there. So that'll kind of even itself out. My goal was to be at $30,000 or $300,000 today. We didn't quite hit that. We should make up for that though in harvest time, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do it when it comes to harvest time. So we're in March. We got everything planted. Everything's ready to go. So for the next couple months, we'll probably be doing a lot of contract work. So just be aware of that. So here I'll jump out of our screen here. I'm going to go ahead and put this on pause. Now I'll let it go for now. We'll go to the chat so you can see me. There we go. Well, we had a pretty good day today. Yes, our profit wasn't as much as I would like it to be right now, but we'll make up for that here in the next couple months. One thing you gotta keep in mind: don't get discouraged if you only make a little bit of money each month. It's gonna happen. You're seeing it on my gameplay right now. It's gonna happen. Some months you're gonna have a killer month, and the next month you're not gonna have a killer month. For one, we didn't sell any silage today. For some reason, the winter month was kind of hard on our one silage field that we should have been mowing today. I could have mowed the one field and had the bales all ready to go for tomorrow, but we won't get as high as yield off of it. And that's the one of the things that you guys got to understand. You got to look at your yields, and you got to look at a lot of little things in the game in order if you want to make a lot of money by playing realistically. If you wanted to, you could cheat in money with different types of add-ons and stuff like that. But we just like doing it the normal way here. With that being said, we're sitting at pretty decent. We just finished up our 8th month on the farm, and we're almost 300 grand profit. You know, we don't owe anything to anybody right now, so that's a plus. I'd like to take this time though to thank everybody for coming in and watching the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you like my content, go ahead and hit that follow button, and if you're following me, make sure you have that bell marked to let you know when I post things. So with that being said, this is Bonehead, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.